Field of possible contenders is already shaping up for the presidential election, with Hillary Clinton a front runner in many Democratic circles. On the Republican side, two possible contenders for the White House have ties to Florida. To talk more about their possible bids, Abby Maurer is joined by our political contributor, Trimmel Gomes.
Thanks, Jade, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me again.
Let's talk first about Senator Marco Rubio. What makes him a compelling candidate?
Well, you know, Senator Marco Rubio, and how great it is for Florida, us being here in Florida, to have two top contenders that could wave the Florida flag on national issues. So for Senator Marco Rubio, for him, it's like from the conservative end, looking at the Democratic end, it's like you're looking at inspiration from his stance. Like, you know, he doesn't have the experience on foreign policy issues, but that's looking back to, like, you know, Barack Obama when he was running from his term as a senator, trying to make it to the White House, and look where he landed.
Absolutely, and that's another thing. Any potential campaign downfalls for him if he decides to run? That
experience, but what he has done is kept his time in Washington. He's on the Foreign Policy Committee and sticking his head into those issues, making sure what's going on in Iraq, and he's stepping out front, especially with his recent comments with regards to climate change. It's setting up fire within the Tea Party base who are liking what he has to say there.
And let's talk now about Jeb Bush. Turning to Jeb Bush, he's taken a stance on immigration that has not been very popular with all the Republicans. So would that help or hurt his campaign?
Well, for Jeb Bush and his likelihood, you're looking at experience and the policy from that standpoint and his time here as governor. As far as whether it will help or hurt, it will see. As you can see here in Florida from the legislative session, the views have changed as it relates to immigration, so the country is changing. So we'll see by 2016 how it will all play out.
And of course, it's far enough away, but still close enough that we have to pay attention to all the details there.
The buzz is here, and it's happening right now, so it's exciting.
Okay, and thank you for joining us tonight. And of course, you can join us every Thursday night on the news at 6, where Trimmel will join us to talk all politics, Florida, Georgia, and in Washington. Jade?